Can I ask you something? Have you ever watched online content, found it interesting, maybe even liked it, or left a comment, but never actually taken the next step? I've been exactly the same. I would see something that made sense, that felt like it could help me, and then I would just put it aside. This is based on what I have experienced myself and what I've learned along the way, and I believe many of you do the self-same thing too. It was not because I was not interested. Most of the time it was overthinking, not knowing what would happen if I reached out, feeling unsure about the next step, sometimes even worrying about what if it did not work, instead of considering what if it did, or just staying in my comfort zone a little too long. In fact, there is a model called the Fogg behaviour model, developed by Dr. B.J. Fogg. That explains everything really well. It shows that behaviour happens when three things come together at the same time: motivation, ability, and a prompt or trigger. When any of those three elements is missing, the behaviour does not happen. That is exactly what I was experiencing. I had some motivation, I could see the potential benefit, but without a clear next step or the confidence that I could actually do it, I would just pause. And that pause would often turn into hesitation, and eventually putting it aside altogether, possibly missing out on an opportunity. From what I have seen and from the conversations I have had with other people, there is far more common than most of us realise. Almost everyone experiences it at some point, even if they do not talk about it. Over the next few weeks, I want to explore this in more detail through a short 5-part series. Not to push anyone and not to create pressure, but to help you understand why this happens and to help you create more involved, more meaningful experiences with the things that genuinely interest you, and be ready to take opportunities as they arise. This series is based on what is known as the 3 F's: feel, felt and found, which we will explore in the coming episodes to help make sense of why we pause, what I experienced and what I eventually realised. We will look at why people hesitate, what I personally experienced, what eventually shifted things for me, and how it all comes together in a way that makes sense and feels manageable. This is not about hype. It is not about pressure. It is a clear, honest look at what is really happening when we pause, when we hesitate, and how simply understanding that can bring a lot more clarity. Next week we will start by looking at the real reason this happens, why so many of us pause before acting, and why recognising that can make everything feel much clearer and easier to navigate. If you recognise yourself in any of this, even a little bit, then it will be worth watching that episode. And if you feel like you would like to talk about any of this or explore it a bit further, you are very welcome to reach out. That is completely optional. But sometimes a simple conversation can bring a lot of clarity. I am looking forward to taking you on this journey with me, step by step.